Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Nebulous Cast. Sorry, I didn't upload yesterday. It was Easter. I was with my family. I just didn't get a chance to upload. Today we do have a 1v1, part of the 1v1 tournament. 6,000 points. It's going to be Laser versus M1 Abrams. We've seen Laser and M1 Abrams multiple times on this channel. Oh yeah, the map is Pillars. They have like 7 maps to choose from, but they ban each one. I don't know why we even have a map pool, because it just always ends up on Pillars. So, but we do have Laser is on blue team, M1 Abrams is on orange team. Looking like Laser is going with a wide spread here. M1 Abrams seems to be a little more concentrated. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know what fleet these guys are bringing. We'll see which one they bring, because I imagine it's like M1 Abrams' fleet is not the same one that he, or like just a bigger version of the one he had in the last game. But I hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you guys had a good Easter weekend and stayed safe. And it's a new start to the week. Hope it will be a good week. Not too much going on this side. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have fun things planned this week. Okay. Let's take a look now that they've placed more. Oh my gosh. Laser. Why? Yeah, so many ships just spread out. I wonder, we had to see what his fleet is. What is... You shall not die in war. I like the name. Okay, I think Laser is going to have a Mark 600 beam cannon hit squad here. He is. Each of these are going to have a blanket jammer, 4 Aurora point defense. So very well defended. Very nice. We got a sprinter here. It has a lock-on. He does got some light cruisers here. We got the Explore, Discover, No. It's going to have 5 Mark 64s. Uh-oh, M1. And then looks like it has some missile capabilities on it. It's this one. I love the names here. Yep, just another twin sister ship with 5 Mark 64s. And then we have more Wayne's class here fitted with MK 550 beam cannons. No, particle cannon. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let's take a look at M1 here. We have a sprinter with a Mark 62 and a machine gun point defense. He does have the steampunk, I love the little tank logo. He does have a heavy cruiser with 2 Mark 66s, a Mark 68. Looks like 2 Aurora point defense and a lock-on. I like it. He has some light cruisers here fitted with 4 Mark 64s, lock-on, and a Aurora point defense. Very well defended by missiles, but I don't know how many missiles are going to be coming out of Laser this game. This is a Wayne's. The other one was a Destroyer. My bad. We do have a missile disco ball, and then 3 blanket jammers. Gosh, I hope he doesn't have any Gale missiles. Otherwise, whew. They got a target, alright. Well, if all of them are on, at least. Okay. Hold on, let me pull up some information on my second monitor. Okay, there we go. So, let's take a look on what's going down. It looks like each team is going to have 2 control points. Laser is going to have C and D. M1 is going to have B and E. Question is, what's going to happen with point A? We will see. It does look like Laser's particle beam hit squad is going to move under the map, maybe trying to sneak attack the steampunk. We'll see how useful that is. But the question is, will the jalapeno move in on wisdom impart strength once he sees it? I don't know. Does look like Explore, Discover, No for Laser is going to zoom forward to take point A. firing some 250mm HE rounds at the jalapeno. Let's see if it's going to get spicy. Nope. No fire today. M1 is moving his entire fleet together. I like him sticking together. We did have a couple hits there. Looks like those 250mm HE rounds are firing back, but looks like those return fire. Nothing hitting. No, that's 120. Is that the Mark 62? Yep, 120mm fire. He is going to get behind that asteroid here. M1 continuing to lower himself. He will see Wisdom impart strength. Are these retreating? Nope, these are still charging forward. Oh, we do have those Mark 550 mass drivers. I got the name. Sorry, I didn't have it pulled up. Firing at the steampunk. We do have a couple hurricane missiles coming out. And a lot of, looks like 250mm fire coming out. We do have a chaff decoy. Let's see if that would be enough. Some decent hits coming up. Yeah. Good job with those HE rounds. But the missile does hit. And the second one does too. That might have taken out the engine here. And it does take out Wisdom and Part Strength. A good catch for M1 Abrams here to start off the game. I do wonder if these particle beams are going to move forward. Looks like they slowed down. Don't want to be found. Because to be honest, facing this amount of firepower, I don't know if they get close enough. I mean, 6 kilometers is a good distance away, but that's still pretty far. Though we do have Laser taking point B. I do like M1 Abrams keeping his fleet together, but he can't lose control of these control points, or he is going to fall greatly behind on points. But his strategy may just be victory by conquest and annihilation. Let's see. Looks like the Stroke is taking some pretty significant damage from the Whale Gun and also those 250mm HE rounds. Looks like it's not going to last very long. Good dodge. We do have some. He looks like he's going to fire those Thunderheads before this ship dies. Good choice. Might as well. We post missiles coming out. Looks like they're going to do a pretty good job. I don't know how many he has, but looks like he definitely has enough to block the missiles coming out of the Stroke. Nope, one did hit him. Nice hit. Yeah, looks like M1 Abrams is just going to give up on the control point. I wonder if he's going under the map because of the 2 Mark 550 mass drivers. I don't know, does he might not know. He might think there's a Whale Gun heavy cruiser or battleship out there, and he doesn't want to get hit by it. That's, I'm going to go with that train of thought. I can ask him afterwards, but that would make sense if that was his train of thought. Maybe he thinks if he can take that out, he can then gain map control. I love the jalapeno coming in and taking point A back. Very good job. Why? It's moving up. Oh no, it's kind of just staying here. Interesting choice. Let's see what the particle beams are up to. Oh, they might have been seen by the Sting here. I think they have. And there go the particle beams unleashing. Totally missing though. Trying to get that Y-intersect to hit the Sting. Ooh, he did get a glance off there. But that's not enough to kill the Splinter. Even though particle beams do incredible damage, that's not enough. And here comes the rest of M1's fleet. Now, if he could move down, but he's pretty close, he might get hit. He needs to hopefully take out those particle beams. Let's just take a look what's happening here. Jalapeno is being attacked. But I think the most important battle happening right now is going to be down here. We do have a missile barrage coming out. We do have a lot of Aurora point defense, which I think should be enough to counter this. And there they go. And here comes the HE rounds. Couple hits. There you go. That's the hits you're looking for. A miss again. These misses are not good at all. Oh, looks like they are going to start hitting the steampunk, though. Doing decent damage. Is it gonna... Didn't take out any weapons, but... Ooh, that front of the ship took some serious damage. It's actually almost far enough away to be out of it, but a lot of fronter damage here. Hopefully his munitions are still working. He's definitely overheating those lasers thanks to the destroyer's hull bonus. Ouch. Hopefully he has time to repair here. But looks like the rest of M1's fleet is going to just tail into these particle beam ships. Looks like we got some good hits on this particle beam. Looks like it is destroyed, so that's one particle beam down. We gotta take out the other ones, though. A good hit on that particle beam. Not destroyed yet. But I'm going to be very worried for Laser once he loses all of his particle beams. Because that's most of his damage and most of his points are coming out of those. Let me see if I can find out how many points that the particle beam is worth here. Yeah, there goes another laser. Ooh, a good hit onto the shade. Cutting right through there. Very nice. Needs to switch targets. It costs 75 points per MK600 beam cannon. So with all three of these, that's a little under 300. It's not as much as I thought, but it's nothing to sneeze at either. Another volley coming out. Gotta switch targets there, M1. I don't know what happened with the laser there. OP is hitting his own ship. That's definitely not what we want to see. Let's take a quick look at the steampunk. Looks like it might have repaired some damage up here. Well, looks like it's moving to engage the rest of Laser's fleet here. Laser is up 320 points to the 186 of M1. A pretty decent laser shot. More HE rounds, though, and that does destroy that particle beam. One particle beam down, there's only one particle beam left. Is it destroyed too? No, it's still functional. He's turning it. If he loses that particle beam, whew. This might be a longer game, but it's going to look pretty bad for Laser. I did like the play he was trying to go for. Oh, good. M1 did switch targets. The Aurora point defense doing its job. Those HEs. And it does destroy the particle beam. So this fleet has been windowed pretty much harmless. Now let's take a look at what the steampunk is up to. Yeah, I don't think he has very many DC lockers. The stroke continuing to do good work with point D, highlighting how valuable a sprinter could be in these games, especially if your opponent is not macroing, I'm going to say it, macroing harder than you and just microing, that's better. Microing his ships better than you and moving them around the map. Wait, does he have two? Oh, that's a smoke, and that one's the stroke. Ah. Yeah, smoke, sorry, yeah. Smoke doing a great job here. Not too much going on, so we can continue to move down here, where the particle beam fleet is pretty much just taking a beating at this point. I wouldn't really waste missiles. I mean, it looks like that one's going to hit. Nice. Destroy the blanket jammer, but in my opinion, I feel like the 250mm fire would be good enough, but he probably is still suspicious. I don't blame him. He does not have the unlimited knowledge that a spectator has. 394 to 232 in favor of Laser. Oh no, one of my snacks. Take a look at the Shade here. Continuing their assault. I think Laser's best bet is to win by points right now. As I don't see... I mean, you could get some really good railgun shots, but I just don't think that's how he's going to win this. He is moving Explore, Discover now. No. To point D. You have Thunderheads coming out. A decent, an okay angle. I say decent too much. It's not really decent. That was a decent angle. But a decent angle coming from Oversea. An okay angle coming from Support. We do have the Smoke meeting Nothing's Beyond Our Reach. He does have a Mark 62. He doesn't. You can see the damage he's already inflicted on Nothing is Beyond Our Reach, and he's going to continue doing so. Oh. And the Thunderhead does not get it. But that full 50mm HE rounds all coming in. Pretty deadly to a light cruiser. The control point switching back and forth right now. Explore, Discover, No. Getting out of dodge. Very nice job. Take a look down here. Continuing to just pelt the particle beam ships. It looks like he got that laser back not working anymore. Nice job, Boero. Looks like Steampunk is going to get some hits with those HE rounds. Very nice. Each of those, I think, doing 175 component damage in the area it hits. It's pretty good. Especially with this continued assault with the Mark 66 and 68 having a 20-second reload time, but firing the ammo that they have in large volleys. Another volley coming in. Another decent hit. Doing pretty good damage to the bottom of the ship. Looks like he's going to start moving, because being a still target is probably not what you want to do. More great hits. I'm surprised the Mark 64s have survived down here this long. Let's take a look here. Did he just get hit by... No, I don't think he got hit by missiles. Looks like committed to victory. He's going to charge towards point E. I love each player using those ships, even if they're harmless, to just try to take as many points as possible. Fight tooth and nail. The whale of our Sting has been eliminated. And looks like Knowledge is an opportunity. He's moving straight past Steampunk again, just trying to get point E. Could care less about fighting this. He knows that the points are the only way to his victory. This is why I love adding small arms fire to the Splinters. Just adding this one gun allows them to harass a lot of the smaller ships. But the Explore, Discover, No is firing that 250mm HE rounds at him. I mean, not put you guys in the rocket engine there. Let's see, he's going to fire his guns on the light cruiser. Maybe. We will see. Nope, continuing to fire down here. Missing. Hoping to get that engine just a little to the left. Or on his view, a little to the right. So the Steampunk is taking point A back. Looks like he's moving his guns. A little too late to hit Explore, Discover now. Oh, see. The Smoke continuing to chase down to try and take point D. To get him ahead in the control points department. M1 did lose point E, but he's going to take point D. M1 is also moving his light cruisers. Looks like he's going to go up and around here. Interesting choice. Oh, looks like beware our sting has exploded. Cool ships don't look at explosions. We're talking about even though Laser has the point lead, if M1 gets full control points, that lead is going to quickly diminish and turn advantageous for M1. So if M1 is going to start firing at knowledge there was an opportunity, getting some pretty decent shots in. He's going to continue this barrage. Oh, here we go. Ooh, great shots hitting that engine. If you got a couple more, you might be able to take out the engine and stop this ship from moving, really. But it looks like the shots are pretty spread out. There's going to be full control points to 1 in favor of M1. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I saw the 120mm file hitting nothing is beyond our reach. But I can promise Laser, once that ship dies, it will be beyond his reach. Committed to victory is going to do its best. Does look like M1 is going to now move his fleet back to try and continue to fight Laser ships here instead of trying to take point D, which he sees as taken. Point C is being taken back by Explore and No. Looks like he's going to try and take point A back with that Splinter, but does have to compete with the Steampunk. Oh, there goes Committed to victory after taking all those small and large arms fire. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, I can see why it died so quickly. It's 3-2 control points in favor of M1. There's definitely going to be a close game between these two, but I think it might come down to the fact that M1 can continue fighting, whereas Laser is starting to look less and less good here. I mean, he has those Mark 550 mass drivers, but they haven't been doing too much, honestly. Is M1 hiding under the asteroid here? He is. Yeah, those Mark 50s aren't doing too much. Now, we did get a shot off. Yeah, look at that one 250mm HE round. He's going to change the word. Every time I switch is when the bullet goes out. Oh, these just out of range? Am I missing something? Huh. You might just be out of range. I don't know. The range on the 120mm is 7 kilometers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's probably just out of range. The more you know. Oh, somehow he's getting point A back. If you look at the point here, he is just out of point A, which is why. Question is, looks like he's going to move into it to try and contest. Looks like he's going to turn his ship to try and fire onto nothing is beyond our reach. More fire coming out onto knowledge here. We're still trying to fly away as each barrage continues to assault. But again, I think these are pretty much out of range. The 250mm HE rounds have an 8-kilometer range, so they might still be in range. Again, they haven't added a way for me to tell distance as a spectator. Point A is being taken back by Steampunk here. So he has weapons. And point's continuing to get closer and closer. Question is, where does the game, or the game goes from here? And I feel like goes to an M1 victory here. I just don't see how Laser wins, especially if M1 takes point E. Again, that Mark 62 on that Splinter on his Splinters have been unbelievably good this game. But now he's taking HE file from multiple directions right now. I don't think this light cruiser is going to last very long. I'm pretty sure we heard that noise, and I think that's the armor. That's the internal structure being destroyed, which means all the damage is spread among the components. And it's going to pretty quickly kill your ship. There they go. Looking like a smokehouse tonight, boys. Very nice. Yeah, it's taking a surprisingly amount of damage. Hold on, while this is going on, let's take a look here. A decent look. But not in any position to really help. Yeah, this ship has stopped moving. Pretty sure it can't anymore. Looking at where the holes are, that's, yeah. There's the power reactors right here, engine. People usually put a lot of stuff there. His CIC might have been up here, his control center. And if that's destroyed and he doesn't have alternate, what's it called? Auxiliary steering, then it's pretty much stuck there. You shall not die, and Wolves going to charge forward to try and take point A, as the point lead is about to switch into M1's favor. As the small and heavy arms fires continues onto the Knowledge. It's not moving anymore, so it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's still a smokehouse. I don't think he's repaired all this damage. That'd be a lot of DC lockers. Love the constant pressure. There's no one else around. There's no point really targeting anyone else. You usually bring over 1,000 ammo, so might as well use it. It is now 718 to 698 in favor of Laser and the orange team. Oh, M1 and the orange team, sorry. Laser's the blue team and is now behind. I am truly shocked that this light cruiser has survived this beating. I mean, it's probably the thickest part of the ship, which is probably why. Love to play with the steampunk hiding under the asteroid to keep those Mark 550s away, which is pretty much the biggest threat to the steampunk right now. Because I can tell you it is not... Oh. So it's not the Knowledge, which is now dead. So I can definitely say that. Looks like he's going to go into kind of hiding here. Maybe trying to trick Laser into where his heavy cruiser is. Get a pretty good sneak attack going. But I think if you're M1 here, you pretty much just wait. I mean, not by much, but you have a point lead. Might as well hold on to it and make Laser respawn himself. We do have Mark 550 opening fire again. Missing those shots. Looks like you got hit there. Very nice job hitting that engine. Where is the other Mark 550? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, this is starting to more and more look like a M1 victory, though by the skin of his teeth. But at the end of the day, I think his fleet just had more sustained firepower than Laser's did. I mean, Laser had a good fleet, but he pretty much engaged M1's full fleet together at full strength, and that was just never going to go well. I mean, even if you were really good at the game, I don't know if you could sit there without dying. Pretty much skirmishing fire continuing to go on here. The M1 Sting is going to keep moving around the map, taking control points. M1 has pretty much removed most of Laser from his side of the map. "15 minutes on the clock. This is going to be over by points before that time is up. I mean, Laser does have some firepower left, but I mean, you don't have enough guns, you don't have enough ships. That's about the end of it there. Oh, is he going to come down here and take point B? Because that would be fantastic. Oh no, I thought it was turning there, never mind. Because he's about to take point... Oh, Laser's about to take point C back, but the damage has already been done. 844 to 792 in favor of M1. Yeah, his ships are full speed ahead, this time heading for point D, and probably heading for point C to just finish this game off. What ship did he send over to A? What ship did he send over to A? Oh, it's the Steampunk. I was looking at it at a weird angle. Steampunk continuing to be assaulted by the Mark 550 mass drivers. While he's taking the brunt of this, the light cruiser squadron of M1 is moving up. They're actually going to start opening fire onto that mass driver with some HE shells, doing some pretty significant damage. Yeah, that's starting to smoke pretty bad. I can tell you this gun is getting pretty low on health too. Probably needs a couple more shots before it's finished off. And it looks like he's backing away, hoping to save that for another day. We're supposed to have to be working with those shots missing. We do have some proximity rounds coming out. Very nice. I've been seeing more of those lately. HE and proximity. Showing us the purpose. Took out the lock-on. Very nice job there. Perfect case of why people use proximity rounds. Also, they look very pretty. That might be your number one reason, might not be. Take a look. Steampunk, again, has taken some damage, but does not look like anything that's going to threaten his life. But that can happen. That can change pretty fast, actually. We've seen some heavy cruisers die seemingly with no damage on the outside, but all the damage on the inside. Uh-oh. And there goes the 550 mass driver on sustained support. We do have one left at point B right now, which looks like it's being fought over. He does not have a Mark 62 here, so he's just going to sit here. Very nice. Steampunk just pretty much been staying here the whole game, defending point A. It's 938 to 848 in favor of M1. Don't know what that was firing at. This is quickly approaching Twilight for Laser here. Looks like he might be charging in one last-ditch effort to win this game, but I think it's going to be too late. Also, I don't know if a ship in this condition could even win a fight against the Steampunk right now. Those 450mm HE rounds are probably a little bit too dangerous for that light cruiser. Here come the 250mm rounds. I think Laser is right. That's going to be GG. Very nice job from M1. That was a pretty close game for this tournament. We've had some pretty close ones. We're going to leave, and that's going to be it's not a draw. That is definitely M1's victory. Looking at Laser here, yeah, see, his particle beam squad got taken out, only doing less than 4,000 damage, which is pretty abysmal for a particle beam. The Explorer Discover Node did do 7,000. That's pretty good. And then 5,000 from You Shall Not Die in War. So, decent. But look at this. The Abaddon did 30,000 damage, 21,000 on the Shade, 14,000 on the Steampunk. Just far better numbers for M1 Abrams. Great job. Congratulations on the victory. And I will see you guys next time.